That opened my eyes to the wickedness of women.
There it is.
And I said, oh.
This is what men have been saying forever.
Women will weaponize their perceived weakness and play the victim. They throw rocks and hide their hand.
But you've never been on the other side.
But I've never been on the other side because I wasn't doing to men what these women be doing. How terrible they are as friends, as relationship partners. Women are terrible relationship partners. For me, it's about the truth. Now, when this come out, women gonna have a problem.
Yeah, they're gonna call you a pick-me.
They're gonna call me a pick-me, but here's the thing. I'm saying it because it's the truth. And I don't want to be with either one of them. Most of these women wouldn't even be qualified to be with me. They wouldn't, because I have a standard of behavior. And it's just some stuff I'm not tolerating. When I deal with women, in my mind, it's always a partnership.
Okay.
But I find myself doing all the work. Nobody ever considers me. It's always a take. There is no, you just sit here and you just receive. I don't believe that. We're both supposed to function at our highest capability and our full selves, and we bring who we are to the table.
Right.
This is your skill. You bring that to the table.
Right.
You want somebody to bring all that while you just show up and partake in what they got. No.
When you begins to take men's responsibilities, you automatically become sensible.
Hold on, but here's the issue, right? You got a bunch of modern women who are not traditional in any sense, who still demand traditional treatment from men.
That is an issue.
I disagree with them. That's an issue.
Yeah, that is an issue.
Okay, but like, let's take it to one of the ultimate things that a woman can do to be a traditional woman, which is to be a virgin until you meet your life partner. How many of you have a body count of 1 or 0?
What is your point?
It's not that they don't see the hypocrisy in demanding men be traditional, why they're not. It's about having their cake and eating it too, because they think they deserve it.
There's like this huge problem that I've been noticing in the dating world. The good, respectful men, the men with boundaries, will not approach women because they're trying to respect their boundaries. And it is true that biologically speaking, women are far more attuned to subtleties, like body language subtleties, than men. So a lot of times women will actually be giving off clues and cues that they want to be approached, but it's more of like they're trying to give off a vibe or something, and the man has no idea. What ends up happening is that it's the men with no boundaries, or that don't respect boundaries, or the narcissists or the creeps, that end up approaching the woman. And then the women in my life complain that it's only the creeps that approach them, when it's really, we women need to be giving off way more intense.
Just stay single, my friends. This game is too complicated.
Men are fucking done. And at the same time, women at home are saying, where are all the good men? All the good men were ruined by plenty of women. They had money taken from them. They had their finances fucking crumble because of some women. They had their children taken away from them. They lost jobs. They tried to give and give and give all the fucking time. And all these women did was belittle them, disrespect them, mental abuse, physical abuse. There is so much abuse involved now that the good men are fucking done. They're not going to sit there and listen to the BS no more. They're not going to sit there and keep being disrespected. A man wants one thing in a relationship more than he ever wants love, and that's respect. And if you can't provide him with that, move the fuck over.
Being single is the best. Freedom and peace are not negotiable.
Okay, ladies, I hate to say it, but I have to say it because I am sick of this, and I'm speaking to myself. Why do we never give the nice guy the chance? Like, why do we look at the nice guy like the ones who's just annoying and just thirsty and they're always available and not attractive to us? And meanwhile, we're complaining that we're getting dogged out, that we're dealing with manipulative, narcissistic men who can't treat a woman right. Not even men, little boys who don't know how to treat a woman right, who just fumble us all the time. Like, we complain that we get treated like that, but 9 times out of 10, we overlooked the nice guy to deal with this man. Boy. Like, I don't get it. Why do we do that? In 2024, can we stop doing that? I'm speaking to myself too, because I hate that I do this too. Like, can we give the nice guys a chance? Let's give the nice guys a chance. I want the nice guy. I want the guy that's texting me, "Good morning, beautiful. I hope you have an amazing day today because you're such a blessing and I'm grateful to know you." Like, I want that guy. I don't want the guy that's texting me, "Hey, what's up?" Can we stop doing that? This is not.
Why do all women come to this realization around 30? You did the right thing. He's happy. Let him stay happy.
I was at the beach today alone, and the spot where I wanted to sit was like right by a rock because I wanted to lean up against it and read. There's this guy like directly in front of me, like maybe 10 feet away. Super cute, like really cute guy. And he noticed me, I noticed him, we smiled at each other, whatever. And I was at the beach for a good like 3 hours, maybe 4, just reading. I had like one headphone in, wasn't like, I like the door was open, and a part of me wanted to go up to him and like be like, "Hey, how's it going?" But honestly, another part of me was just like, what the hell am I doing thinking of going up to guys? I don't want a guy who's too shy to come up to me. I don't want a guy that I have to make the first move with. Yes, he was very cute. He was alone. He looked single. But why the hell would I put myself out there and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I honestly think it's like a super huge issue with guys nowadays where it's like, just make the move. I've made the moves before to guys. I've given guys my number, like, and gone up to them first. But at this point, I'm kind of over that. I'm like, I'm not, no, like, you can come up to me. Maybe that's a hot take, but honestly, like grow a pair. Grow a pair. You were smiling at me. You were making little flirty faces. Like, just come up to me and ask for my number. It's really, really not that hard.
What kind of world do we live in? The kind where men can work 60 hours a week for 14 years, only to have a wife decide she wants to dissolve the marriage, take 60% of his income, his house, his retirement, bring in a strange man to raise his kids, while weaponizing his kids against him, limit his visitation, and so on.
What kind of world do we live in where a normal, regular girl cannot find just a regular guy out here to date? Because these guys don't want a real woman. They want a fantasy. They want to live in this fake fantasy world. They would rather jack off to some screen, to some robot, rather than actually deal with a real human being and what comes with that. You know why? Because it's easier. And I am done. I'm done.
Dead ass, where are you finding them? Because it's been a long hot minute since I have had any success in the dating world, and I can totally see my faults in past situations. Very anxiously attached, I put them on a pedestal, yada yada. But now I have grown so much. I know what I bring to the table, I'm confident. Doesn't mean shit. I tell you, I can't even find a man that's interested in what I have to say. The amount of dates I've been on where they're talking about my life, and I can literally watch their eyes glaze over in real time. Met them organically. I've gone on the dating site, walked up to men at bars. I generally don't know what it is. I mean, I know I don't look the best right now, but like, I'm a cute girl. Tried going for different men than my usual type. On for guys that I generally thought were different. They're the exact same. They're carbon copies of each other, just different fonts. You're not supposed to.
I have never been in a serious relationship. I never had a boyfriend, never been married. Even both my proms, I went to both of my proms by myself. I was never asked out, on a date to prom or anything like that. And this could be a red flag about me, but it just was never the right time. I just have never had anything go past the talking stage. It's just been like guys who either just didn't want to commit to me or it just didn't work out. So yeah, like even getting asked out on a date, like I haven't, like until recently, like I've never been asked out on a date before. For a while, I used to be upset about it because I was like, I feel like I'm missing out on something because, I never really experienced the whole like being in a relationship, and it's just a portion of my life that I supplement with friends and other things.
First off, they're not there to meet anyone. They're there to play. Second, sitting on your phone won't make anyone approach you. Third, the next girl will say the same when your turn comes.
Single girls, I need you to listen up. I just found man heaven. Forget about bars and clubs. Your future husband is at the golf course. I already signed up to be coming here weekly. Happy husband hunting. Ladies, we got.
Those men didn't fall short. They were broken by women who used them. After being taken advantage of a few times, they stopped trying altogether. It's self-protection, not weakness.
Alright, so everybody keeps telling me there's all these wonderful men out there that'll take you on dates and buy you flowers and do sweet things for you. And everywhere I look, there's all these men on TikTok that are talking about how
they would love that kind of opportunity with a woman and all of these things. And I don't seem to understand why I can't find them. Can someone point me in the right direction, please? Thank you.
The so-called nice girls chase the guys they can't have or fall for the chads who'll leave them with nothing but emotional scars and baggage. Then they cry about heartbreak, pretending they didn't see it coming. Choices have consequences, but accountability's nowhere to be found.
Oh my God, there are just like no good guys out there. Everybody's terrible. Dating apps are the worst. Like every guy I meet is such an asshole. Like I just don't understand. Like I'm going to be single forever because it's just so hard out there. Want to know a secret where all the nice guys are? Yeah? Okay. Look around. They're everywhere, okay? They're the ones that you put in the friend zone. They're the ones on your dating app inbox that you've just ignored. They're the ones that have been repeatedly asking you out, but that you won't go out with because they don't make your stomach flip. Like that asshole traumatic guy that's unavailable, that's been stringing you along forever and that you can't let go of. So where's the real ownership that we have? It comes down to working on ourselves, getting over that toxic behavior so that we can see somebody for who they really are. Understanding that social media and the movies and everything has lied to you about what they believe a true relationship should look like. It's not as exciting as you think, but it can be secure and stable and wonderful. And there are amazing guys out there that would be a husband and a father and a friend to you. And you need to do the work so that you can wake up and actually see them.
Men are exhausted from giving everything and getting nothing back. Expected to provide and lead, yet offered no peace or appreciation. With inflated egos and constant validation chasing, genuine connections gone. Men now choose peace and solitude over chaos disguised as love.
Why men these days don't want to get married. I'm going to go over this topic because I've seen it a lot. And ladies, before you come for me, realize that I'm going to do another video as well talking about why women want to get divorced because of the man. So follow me for that video. But in this video, I'm speaking about from a man's perspective why most men these days are not looking to get married as much as before. So the first problem that we have, which is a new age problem, is social media. Your girl, some girls, or most girls, are posting their body on social media, which is fine, you know, confidence, great. But the issue is there's a lot of girls that cross the line between posting too much for a man's liking. Because it's like no one wants their wife all over social media for everybody to see. I don't care what anybody has to say. A man does not want his wife's body and, you know, all these things on the internet for everybody to see. They just don't want it. The second problem is that most girls are just given all this attention and validation through social media because they're beautiful and young and all these things, and then it doesn't cause them to want to improve all the time because they're constantly being told that they're amazing, they're a queen, they're a princess, they're beautiful, all these things. You know, the harsh reality is someone has to be told things they don't want to hear to enable to improve. So a lot of girls now are just thinking that they're already queens to begin with and they don't need to improve, and that's just not attractive in the wife, you know. And the third problem, which I think is the biggest problem, which I'm noticing, which is so sad that the guys on this app are posting why they're frustrated, is that women are taking a lot but they're not giving as much, you know. They're caring for the guys in the beginning of the relationship and then it fades away, and then all they're worried about is taking care of the kids and they don't take care of their husband. You know, in my opinion, you know, your wife should crack you open a beer and give it to you when you're like stressed from a long day, or give you a massage, you know, because we have to take care of them as much as they have to take care of us too. And I find that that just fades away, you know, and it goes both ways. I'm not saying one person has to treat the other one amazing, but both of you should be making each other feel better all the time. Then marriage is worth it. Of course marriage is not worth it if you're coming home busting your ass and your wife does nothing for you and doesn't make you feel good. You know, that's why guys don't want to get married, because we're putting in all this effort and we're still being men. We're still held accountable to be providers and protectors and everything. But the women are not held accountable to being nurturers, you know, and having a good feminine energy and taking care of the home space and bringing peace, not arguments, not aggression, peace in the house and relaxation and massages. That's what men want. Girls are not providing it, so that's why men are not, you know, wanting to get married. But you can find a good girl. They are out there.
Today, negotiationships describe modern dating perfectly. Everyone half in, half out, juggling multiple options. Good men get ghosted, replaced, or looped into poly chaos, while women chase endless attention. It's no surprise men are walking away, drained by games and distrust. Real connections gone, dating's now just confusion, exhaustion, and emotional burnout.
The truth is that the good guys are done with dating.
I think she's pandering a little, but there is a lot of this going on right now. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a good guy. I'm not saying that all good guys are single or that all single guys are good. I'm just saying that a lot of us are kind of here right now. When I was a teenager, I thought dating worked like this. I did not know that this step was going to be here. I guess we could call this a negotiation ship. It's when someone is not willing to give 100%. And it always happens when somebody drops the ball. For me, I've experienced a lot of ghosting, a lot of trading up, and it doesn't matter which guy I am. Even if I'm this guy, how do I know you're not gonna just do this? Couple women showed up wearing wedding rings. That does not inspire confidence. The most common thing for me is that we get to this stage and she says she wants to be polyamorous, which means she already is. I even had a crush on someone in 5th grade, and she didn't like me until after college, and we hung out for a month before she told me that she had a boyfriend. I've had some people tell me that I might just be attracting this kind of woman, and maybe that's true, or maybe they just shouldn't be doing these things, but for now I'm just kind of out of ideas.
A lot of these baddies aren't good people. Facts.
This is the thing I hear from all women nowadays. We're all the masculine men. I'll tell you, the second you meet them, you run and hide.
Because they don't want to sacrifice a part within themselves, so that would require them to show up.
Men are not willing to give up their commitment for somebody that is still committed to other things. And women need to really understand that it's not easy to be with a real man. Most women say they want a high-value alpha male. They don't. They've been trained to want men that lie to their face. And that needs to be challenged.
Real men aren't hiding. They're grinding. 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, building careers, businesses, and futures. High-value men don't spend their lives chasing women who bring entitlement instead of peace. Thanks for watching Manhood. If you want access to exclusive episodes and want to support the channel, hit that join button and become a member. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if it hit home. Drop your stories and thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. See you tomorrow.